When the doors to the train opened, what do you recall of the sights and sounds that confronted you?
Well, the first thing we saw there were some German troopers with dogs, German shepherds on leashes, and there were some prisoners in their prison garb, striped uniform, and they were cracking whips and telling us in German, "Mach schnell," which means move, let's get on with it. And we got off the train. Of course, there were some people that couldn't get off the train. And then they started separating us. Then they began to separate us. The ones, as we found out later, the ones that they deemed strong enough for labor went on one side. If I recall, we went on the left side of the track, and the other people, the older people, the mothers for the young children, and the sick, they all went on the right side. To give you an idea how ignorant we were of the fact as to what's going on, we found we still had some food left. My father had procured a little food, and we still had some food left. And we found that my mother and my two youngest brothers, and my sister was the youngest, were separated from us without any food. And so we had no idea how long we were going to be separated. So my father, I was the oldest of the family, and my brother David, who lives in Grand Rapids, he was the second. And then the third brother, his name would have been Sander, he was the third. He happened to be right next to my father, and so my father took a part of the food out of this little knapsack that he had, and he told him to take that over to Mom and come right back. Of course, once you were over on the other side, there was no way to come back. This is how ignorant we were of the fact as to what was going on. And as a matter of fact, all these years after we came to this country, my father lived with this horrible thing on his mind that he sent one of his children to his dad. Of course, he sent him over there to take some food to some of my brothers and sister and Mom, and of course he couldn't come back. So he lived with a terrible burden. When we came over to this country, he married a very wonderful lady, and she would tell us that many times at night he would wake up calling my brother's name. He would just wake up in a cold sweat dreaming about that. That's just with him always.